Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2897th edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Welcome, traders. Please make sure you join me in my live trading room. It's absolutely free to you. No credit cards are required. Just go to livewithoscar.com, register, fill out a quick form. You'll get an email, check your spam, shoot the email back, and come join me in my live trading room. I'm there at all times. In fact, I'm waving to you right now in the live camera. I'm always in my trading room. So come on down to livewithoscar.com, hang out with me. Don't trade alone. Let's get through these rough and tumble, crazy days together. So what is going on out there? Please remember how risky trading is. Risky, risky, risky. In fact, we got stopped out today. We had our stops in. We tried to get long. Market went down, hit our stops, and then proceeded to drop 100 points lower than our stop loss. Imagine. That is the beauty of having stop losses in. We took a loss, but manageable. Imagine if we let it go another 100 points on top of our stop. So, put your stops in, put them in first. What's going on out there? For trading on Friday, April 11th. So, we've had, from the bear flag reaction, the big breakdown in S&P on the daily bar, and these huge daily bars are difficult to navigate, obviously, right? Where do you put stops? Very difficult to navigate. But the thing about them is this. Extreme volatility and huge bars generally accompany tops and bottoms. Now, this is one of the bars in this area, one of the big ones. Let's make this smaller. Let's go to one of the smaller bars in this area. Let's compare it to the volatility at any other point this year. Look at the size difference. See what I'm saying? These are extreme bars that generally you will find at tops and bottoms of big market moves. Now, are we at the top or bottom? We'll talk about that in a moment. You do know, if you've been watching my videos, I shared with you last Sunday evening bigger analysis, not the trees. This is navigating through the trees. I showed you the forest on Sunday. And we're still doing that big piece of analysis. We will get there. So, right now, these huge volatile moves, very difficult to know where to put your stop. If you don't get in at the right spot, your stop's getting hit. But the idea behind this is the large bars, the grand volatility, accompanies bottoms. Now, one thing we can't talk about in my live trading room, if you join me, is gold is going parabolic. We can talk about this in my live trading room. Make sure you join me at livewithoscar.com. I'll show you what trades we're going to do in gold, and we'll talk about them in my live trading room. So, this is the daily S&P. Let's just take you to one other place first. Let's go here because I showed you something this week, and it failed again. Bitcoin. Now, remember this wonderful average that keeps the market in check so well? Well, we got right to that average on Thursday, hit the average, turned around, and dumped all the way down here. Failed miserably. Here we go again. So, Bitcoin failed looking at day trading. S&P doesn't look beautiful looking at day trading. But remember, we started this week off last Sunday with a piece of analysis. That piece of analysis was that this would come dropping all the way down. In fact, this bar was higher, would come dropping all the way down, hit this targeted area, and then Wall Street would come in and buy it back up. That was last Sunday, looking at the forest, not all those quick trees that we've seen this week. Well, it did do exactly that, right? It came all the way down, came to this buy area, and it's all the way back up here right now. All that has happened so far is Wall Street did come in at the buy area, bought it. There's been grand volatility this week, but we're much higher. We're at 53.16. The lows came in down here when we were trading somewhere near the 48.30 area, right? 48.30, 53. They came in and bought it. In fact, they bought it all the way up to here, which was 55. So Being that this is a weekly bar, stay calm. Remember I showed you that the weekly bar for 5 straight trading days. This is one bar. So this could come down here and spend another 5 days bouncing around here, and maybe even another 5 days bouncing around here, and then finally decide it's gained its legs and head back up. Or it could simply have found its legs already and continue back up. Now, my OMNI is bearish for trading on Friday, day trading in the trees, so we would be selling major rallies on Friday, but this is a weekly chart, and weekly charts are different. This needs a few bars before we know if it held. So the bigger piece of analysis that we started out with on Sunday has held perfectly, even though there's been volatility during the week. Don't let that scare you just yet. Stay calm. All we've had so far is exactly what we projected would happen on Sunday night before the markets ever opened this week. And that was that we would drop all the way down, hit this targeted area, bounce back up. That is all that has happened to the forest. The trees are different, so stay calm. Now, if over the weekend bad news comes out or something and we end up all the way down here, well, then we can reassess, but that's not where we're at. That did not happen. That's fear. There's people's fears that we may do that. It hasn't happened yet. All that's happened is we've hit the support, and Wall Street came in like banshees and bought the crap out of it, and then the next day we went crazy in volatility, and that's all that's happened so far. Stay calm. Let's see what's going to happen. Gold going parabolic's even more exciting because it looks like it's something that we could get into. So please join me at livewithoscar.com. Make sure you leave comments under this video. I always answer all my comments. In fact, I didn't answer a few in last night's video. I will get to them tonight. And of course, I'll answer all these comments as they come in as well. So leave your comments. Join me at livewithoscar.com. Don't miss out on gold. Stay calm. The charts do tell me, by the way, between gold, bonds, crude, and everything else, that some kind of news could come out this weekend. I think could be a news weekend. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to be bad news, but the charts are telling me some kind of news comes out this weekend. Every day when I look at the charts this week, I keep saying it to myself, what is going to come out? So, yeah, we know the tariffs, all the stuff that's already out, right? This looks like something else may be coming out over the weekend, and it doesn't have to be bad news. So let's make it this. News, red, weekend, green, because who knows if it's good or bad news, but the charts seem to be lining up for some kind of a news event over the weekend. I hope it's good. We'll see what's going to happen. But remember, stay calm. We literally dropped down to the perfect spot that Wall Street would have looked for and rallied back out. How you traded that is different from what's actually happening around you. Stay focused on what you see, not what you think. Join me at livewithoscar.com, and I will keep you focused, calm, and hopefully on the right side of the market. Today, I was wrong. You don't want to have traded today, but the OMNI's usually ass-kicking and doesn't lose, and guess what? Today's trade was not an OMNI. OMNI didn't want to get us in. It was an Oscarism trade. I tried to get in where I thought Wall Street would buy today, and still we got stopped out. So the OMNI's doing great. The OMNI's been calling it perfectly. All right, traders, thank you. Livewithoscar.com. I'll see you there. Remember, stops are in. Emotions are out. Traders, leave your comments. Please like and share these videos and get your butts to livewithoscar.com and join me in my free live trading room. I'll see you there.